I just got back from Tradesmart here. I'm do another unboxing for y'all. I got another Blu-ray. This is a digibook, director's cut, and theatrical version. First time on Blu-ray. William Friedkin, The Exorcist. Probably one of the scariest movies of all time. And when it came out, people were like committing suicide because they were so scared and like going to therapists and just. This started the whole demonic possession phrase that seems to be coming back into play now with all these other weak films, these PG-13 rated films that are trying to be like The Exorcist, but unfortunately they can't be because nothing can beat an original. I will say Exorcism of Emily Rose was kind of good, but there hasn't been anything lately that's topped this, so I'm going to unbox this for you. We got a 38-page collector's book, never before seen set footage. As you can see, it's kind of all glossy on the cover. It's got a 3-part documentary, Raising Hell, filming The Exorcist, Exorcist locations there and now, Faces of Evil, the different versions of The Exorcist, and it has a commentary. This is a newly recorded commentary by William. 2 commentaries on the original theatrical cut. William Friedkin and William Peter Blatty, the producer and screenwriter, an introduction by Friedkin himself, interview galleries, the original cut, The Final Reckoning, Stairway to Heaven, and the 1998 documentary, The Fear of God, Making of the Exorcist. That's when they re-released it in theaters back in the 90s with all the new footage, and then in 2000 when they released it on DVD. So, yeah, the back here, that's what it's got. Oh, there we go. And it says, experience Blu-ray at its scariest and much known for any high-def collection. Controversial and popular from the moment it opened, The Exorcist marks its historic Blu-ray premiere in a 2-disc edition featuring stunning high-def presentations of the original 73 theatrical version and the 2000 extended director's cut. This frightening and realistic tale of an innocent girl inhabited by a terrifying entity, her mother's frantic resolve to save her, and 2 priests, one doubt-ridden and the other a rock of faith, joining in a battling ultimate evil and leaving viewers breathless. The greatest supernatural thrill of our time astonishes and unsettles like no other movie. So here we go. Alright, take this plastic off here. It's tight. Whoa, there we go. That's really cool. It's really glossy and nice feel on it. And behind this little thing right here, I usually take these off because I don't like them getting damaged. So take this off here. So underneath the little back sticker is Father Marin and the other priest walking up the stairs when they first meet Reagan. And then, oh nice, we have a little personal message from William Friedkin himself. Go ahead and read this for you. Personal message from director William Friedkin. A series of unpredictable twists of fate brought Bill Blatty and me together to make the film The Exorcist. We met 4 years earlier about a script he had written that I didn't like. He appreciated my candor, but we didn't see each other again until, unexpectedly, he sent me his novel, which I thought was a masterpiece of suspense, a positive statement about the belief of God, the human condition, and the relationship between the two. When he asked me to direct a film of it, I was flattered and humbled. We approached the film from different perspectives. Blatty is a Catholic who believes there is a supernatural force of evil in the universe whose game plan is to convince us that it does not exist. My own approach was more pragmatic. This is a great story that raises more questions than it provides answers. Our mutual goal was to make the film so realistic that it would be impossible for the audience not to believe it. Over the years, I've drawn closer to Blatty's belief in the mystery of faith, and that, if there are demons, there are also angels. As Hamlet says to his friend Horatio, there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your own philosophy. My gratitude to Warner Home Video for presenting this high-definition Blu-ray, which was color-timed by the cinematographer Owen Roisman and myself, and represents the very best print ever made of The Exorcist. Enjoy, William Friedkin. Got his little signature right here. And then we open up. Oh, nice, 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 nice. You got the statue right there, as you can see. Disc 1. And I'll just go through this booklet here so y'all can see it. Oh, it's a really well put together little thingy here. Okay, now that's cool. That's really cool. You got Father Marin right there with the face of Satan. Scariest film of all time. I'm not Reagan. I'm the devil. And this is just all information about it. I would read through all this, but it's basically like a short novel, so I'm not going to do it. Set picture right there. Biography on Ellen Bernstein, who between this and Requiem for a Dream shows her incredible ability to play a woman who's either in completely an extreme amount of stress and facing life or death situations, and that's when she shines. Linda Blair, two really different pics right there. Her possessed and her just hanging out on the set. Jason Miller. He was actually nominated for an Academy Award for this. Priest. Here we go. Max von Sydow. And it's funny, but he's had a lot of religious roles, Sydow. He played Jesus Christ in The Greatest Story Ever Told. Then that was actually his first American debut. Other than he was in Swedish cinema. And this is when she's like getting raped on the bed. Right there, it's a cool little. You know, it would have been cool if they would have had like a little linear things that you twist and so you go back and forth. That would have been neat. William Peter Blatty, the screenwriter and the novelist. William Friedkin, you know. And it's really sad. I went to the Landmark Theater the other day to see Samsara, and they were supposed to be premiering Killer Joe, but unfortunately, the studios thought it was too controversial to release in theaters because, you know, it's NC-17, so. Some more set photos right there. Some trivia. I'll read this to you just to, it's got the little picture right there just so you can listen to some trivia of this film that you don't know. The novel The Exorcist spent 55 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. The green vomit scene was actually performed by an adult actress because makeup artist Dick Smith felt it was too difficult to rig for Blair. In the head-swiveling scene, cinematographer Owen Roisman had the idea of showing the dummy's breath, which added to the realism of the proceedings. Most of the film was shot on a soundstage in New York, with exteriors in and around D.C. Reagan's bedroom was built inside a refrigerated set which went down to 20 degrees below zero, allowing the actor's breath to show and giving the appearance of an unearthly cold. During the Middle Ages, public exorcisms proved to be popular crowd pleasers and were often accompanied by severe torture to the victims, many of whom were only guilty of being non-Christians or mentally ill. They were often branded as witches or sorcerers to justify the church's actions. Despite the initial fear of Warner Brothers concerning the necessarily graphic nature of some of the film's scenes, the ratings board of the MPAA awarded the movie with a lenient R rating without a single cut, and that's, you know, that's really lucky for Friedkin. He's had a lot of NC-17 ratings, and the MPAA is really, you know, slave drivers when it comes to their rating system. The Roman Ritual, there we go, says, shown in The Exorcist and first published in 1614, cautions its users to make sure the case cannot be examined by normal psychological means. Ritual is rarely used now, and only in those cases where there are no other logical or psychological explanations can be determined, and that's exorcism. The Roman Ritual is as follows. The Litany, Psalm 54, Calling on God's Help, Gospel Readings, Preparatory Prayer, First Exorcism, Prayer for Success, Sex and Exorcism, Commands to the Evil Spirit, another prayer for success. Third and final exorcism. Final prayer. What an excellent day for an exorcism. It's probably one of the greatest lines ever written in film. It's Reagan floating. Ooh, creepy, creepy, creepy. Creepy. Creepy as hell. The infamous stairs. And last but not least, we have the possessed necklace, which is how Reagan herself gets possessed by Satan. And the second disc, which includes the original theatrical version. So yeah, guys, that's it. Really happy with this purchase. It seems that Warner Brothers really kind of went all out for this, and I'm happy because they've took a lot of shortcuts on some of their Blu-rays, you know, and it's just good that this film is finally getting the treatment it deserves, because there are some movies that it's just so good to see on Blu-ray, and then when they treat it like this and give it a digipack and a book and a bunch of extras, it's worth what you're gonna shell out for it. So that's it. Exorcist Blu Ray unboxing, but I'll try and watch it this week, all of it, and come up with a review for y'all. So until next time, signing off.